All right, let's make sure it's recording or going live. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Board Me Up, where I hunt out the latest in board game releases so you don't have to. So basically, I try to save you the time every day to see what's coming out and is ending soon on Kickstarter and anywhere else, actually. And try to save my own time as well. We don't, honestly, we don't have much coming out or launching lately. It is that slow season for that. Although I'm wondering if you do have a game coming out, if you launched right now and nobody else is, would it be a big hit? Anyway, excuse me. We do have, I just got news of this, which is DEF CON 1 and DEF CON 2 launching or coming out in 2021. DEF CON. It's a game based on the Cold War. It's a 2 to 5 player game. Not sure what DEF CON 2 is. I'm just seeing things on DEF CON 1. Not sure why it says DEF CON 2. Maybe DEF CON 2 will be a solo? I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything here on it. Here is the Board Game Geek page for it. So let's search out DEF CON. That sounds interesting, actually. 2. Let me see here. Let me see. No, there isn't anything for DEF CON 2. Let me put that in again. DEF CON 111. Yeah, there's nothing for DEF CON 2, so I'm not sure why that is here. It probably says it somewhere on the page. Anyway, you can check this out on the Board Game Geek news page. I think DEF CON is the PC game I played a while back. Was that DEF CON? I'm not even sure if it's this same thing, but I'm thinking maybe it's based off of it, if I'm thinking about the right game. Where it's a big world map, and you fire missiles from all over the map, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty dark too, because as these missiles hit, you kind of hear like what I think you could hear like a kind of screaming of the people and all that. So, but like really subtle, because that wasn't the point of the game. The point of the game was the strategy. So anyway, again, not much launching, but there's a lot of pretty cool projects ending on Kickstarter that you can still fund and get your hands on. Well, you know, get your hands on as far as backing. Dungeon Classics and Motion Creations. Resin miniatures in 75 millimeters. Let's take a look at what this is real quick. Looks a little bit Hero Questy. We got the Barbarian. We got Wizard. We got a Dwarf, and looks like maybe an Elf. Is that what it is? Let's see here. D&D. Designed to evoke memories of those Hero Quest and D&D games from your childhood. Cool, and they're big miniatures, so 75 millimeter, that's big. Can get some nice work done on that. So there you have it. The Barbarian, cool. Let's see, the Barbarian, or yeah, it's the Barbarian. Barbarian Horde. And the Dwarf. The Dwarf is looking all right. I'm saying that because if you're gonna go with 75 millimeter, that's, you know, pretty good size. You can put in a lot of details and extra things and trinkets and etc. into a model like that. And this model, albeit it's nice, I could definitely see this at a, you know, 32 millimeter or even 28 millimeter scale. So if you're going to go all out with 75 millimeters, it should have a lot of details. Same with this Wizard. I mean, it looks good. It's just for such a large mini, I'd want to see more details, more pouches, things that you can't really fit in well and attractively on the smaller scale mini. So, gotta take advantage, is all I'm saying. That's a really nice base, though. Let me see these other bases. That's a cool base. Koi's got crystals, and I like these bases. Yeah, I do like them. They're a little different. I like that they're just cut off like that. That's, yeah, it's interesting. It's a little different. And her base is awesome. That's big. Makes up for her lack of height since she's crouching. So that's pretty cool. And that's 75 millimeters. Yeah, that should look great. Any details on her? Not too much, but again, they're attractive, you know. Let me see their faces here. That wizard looks great. I like his face. The dwarf. Okay, and the barbarian. Okay. No specific character or characteristics to their faces. Again, at 75. I mean, 75 millimeters isn't huge, but it's bigger than, you know, it's bigger than your usual. Alrighty. Let's see, 5,000, so about halfway funded. Okay, I'll be closing this one out. Check it out if you're interested. And this is miniatures for tavern. Dwarf miniatures for your tavern. There we go. I just wanted to skim through this and see what this is real quick. There's some drunk dwarfs free. I love that. He's on the ground right there. That's great. That's very cool. This is a cool little diorama. Just a little cool diorama base. Got a lot going on there. Well, not too much. They're all just kind of drunk and sleepy or like almost out of conscious reality. Cool. All right. So that's pretty brutal as a game. Tossing axes at a goblin there. Okay, let's hurry up here. Vomiting dwarf too. Is he vomiting? Yeah, he is, and that's a toilet. That's a modern day toilet. Not sure how I feel about that. Modern day toilet. I mean, it's got a goblin face on it, but well, if anybody would have a toilet, maybe, right? It would be the dwarfs or gnomes. Yeah, I wonder what material. I mean, it's not that advanced of a concept, but you know, but well, if you look at how dressed they are, maybe it's a little later in time. Anyway. He is vomiting. He is, what is it called? I don't know, missile vomiting. Well, what's that word? Not missile vomiting. Projectile vomiting. Okay, and there's different vomit you can add to it. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Cool, they're having a brawl. He's got a black eye. Great, good times. And they are metal, so that's great. I haven't painted a metal miniature, I think, in quite a while. I'd like to get my hands on a metal miniature. Alrighty, they have funded and they're doing all right. They got 17 days to go. I'm going to close this one out. Next one is Kala's Book of Monsters, 64-page hardcover collection of monsters. Let's see what this is all about. 64. So I wanted to see the city. Did you miss the third one? Okay, let me focus on this one a little bit. I was just curious about what this is. 64-page hardcover. Monsters, Rumors, is a small region you can drop in any... Okay, so it's specific to Morgborg campaign. Alright, I was just thinking this is a general book on monsters and stuff like that. So, closing that one out. How is it doing on funding? Because I'm liking the red and the yellow. Sorry, I've been having a fever. Yellow and black color scheme. This 2-color tone. They're doing okay. Looks like they'll probably fund. It all depends on how many players they have of that game. Okay, so project's ending soon now. Things that will be done. So this is there are some things that have ended since I last talked. And I did mention all of them, I believe. This is the one I wanted to re-mention and re-shout out to. The funding wasn't successful on it, but it had me the most interested, so I'm just giving it another shout out for you guys to join my bandwagon, as this will probably relaunch. It looks pretty cool. It's a 1 to 6 player game, and you're playing as the Illuminati and trying to take control. The game they don't want you to play, and it just looks attractive. The whole board, the 3-dimensional levels of the board. It's not cheap. It doesn't look cheap, but maybe a cheaper option would be a good way to go. Anyway, looks cool, and out of 43,000, yeah, it's got a ways to go. So anyway, we'll see it at relaunch if it does. Next is Mimic Mania. And these are some STL files. This is ending now. Some cool little Mimic miniatures. We did take a look at these when they first launched it. Some pretty cool stuff. Snowman. I like that snowman monster. Mushroom's always good. Yeah, we got a candle monster. A bunch of mimics. Floating bucket. Spewing liquid. That's pretty cool. A bell. Bell that'll eat you up. And, oh, that's actually a really cool one, this bell. The tongue looks like it can grab you and pull you into its fanged mouth. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if there's any significant texture on there. So that has ended. Okay, you can probably late fund these. Let's see, this funded as well. 200,000. This is the one that had a bunch of YouTubers and stuff helping to promote it. It's kind of a party game, movie game. Pretty fun concept of putting different movie clues and things together to make this funny Saving Private Annihilation. Yeah, you'd have to look into it. I'm not going to get too deep. But yeah, I think it's more 2 players and up. A movie trivia type of game, but different, kind of original. Looks pretty fun as a party game. Next, okay, so still open for funding is this one, Fly Away, a squawking fun game about migratory birds.
Winter is approaching.
Strategize and compete as bird conservationists who race against the clock to complete each bird's migratory
for the
route.
long-haul flight. Our conservationists, helping birds from different habitats complete their autumn journey. Be an ally to as many birds as you can as they fly from the north to the south. Brave. Be up to you to rally support for proportions.
Seems a
Ultimate bird conservationists.
little bit educational, which is always good.
Remember to wing it.
I almost want to say I'm sure they took the promotional influence from Wingspan, since that's done really well and nobody ever expected a bird game to do that well. I'm saying in general. So this is 2 to 4 players, competitive, bird-friendly, migratory birds. Could be cool. Don't know much else. If you're interested, do check it out. If you're looking for a 2-player game, I'm currently not more just focused on solo stuff for now. Or solo and up. So yeah, check it out. That's ending in 14 hours. It is their first project, so huge congratulations as they hit $37,000 off their $7,000 goal. And the price is $45 for the game, so check it out. And then next we have Aqua Garden. So this is the game I was most interested in out of the games for days now. I've been keeping an eye on this one here and there. It's at $266,000 out of $14,000. Well done. It's their first created. And I'm not going to say they did that well for marketing. I mean, they did put that image right on top, which I say you should always do. Show the box's contents right at the top there with a nice layout. Their video's not great other than that, or their page. What is great is the game just looks good. I would say that's why they funded so well. I love the idea, so I'm assuming hundreds, if not millions of other people like the idea of your own little zoo or aquarium, and this is what it is. It's an amusement park aquarium that you're forming. So, and it's not just the aquarium, it's also the logistics of it and all the other stuff and keeping people happy. So, yeah, I don't have a game like that yet, a board game like that, and I do want one. I heard good things about Dinosaur Island. You can have frickin' whale sharks here. Who doesn't want a whale shark? So it looks really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna grab it. I don't know. I just realized, I have so many things coming at me, and I have to make sure that how I react to my first Kickstarters or my second wave of Kickstarters coming back to me, how I'm dealing with those before I start launching, you know, many, many more Kickstarters to come at me in the future. Gotta slow it down a little. So I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I don't think I'm going to fund it. It's just maybe not the best time for me, but you guys, you know, think for yourselves. It's a $46 game. Yeah, I don't know. It looks really fun. Who knows? I might still back it. I don't know. I'll try to probably avoid the page. But that only means good things about it. Check out some reviews of it. I might do that actually. Yeah, I think yeah, personally, I'm gonna check out some reviews. There is a penguin expansion. Is that included? Standard pledge and higher. Which one's the standard pledge? Is that the Aqua Garden? Let me see here. Hold on. We might have an expansion included. That's a big deal. Outdoor expansion. Is this outdoor expansion? No, this is penguin expansion. Aqua Garden. Let me see here. This looks like the standard one. Why didn't they say that? All backers and the standard pledge and higher. That's a confusing sentence. All backers and the standard pledge? Why did you say that and? If you say all backers, that's already everything. And higher, we'll get our past game. Okay. Our past game. So this is a different game. Okay. No, I don't know. You can mix the pieces of this game with Aqua Garden and play. Oh, I see. Okay. It's an abstract game of the same team. Okay, so it's a separate game, but you can mix it into this one. So in a way, it can be played in an expansion. Okay, I'll be looking at some reviews on YouTube of this. I want to see physical... well, I don't care. I just want to hear what people think after playing it. I think that'll really push me. If I hear it's amazing, and I'll look at Board Game Geek to see what people are saying. If I see really good news about it, then, you know what, let's take a look at that real quick. Then it might just push me there. If not, then I'm okay to wait, I think. Let's see here. 15 comments. Okay. Seems like fun. Okay, Kickstarter goals, expansion, nothing. Nobody reviewed it here. Fun set collecting game that uses a rondelle. The sea meeples will be amazing. Okay, let's move onward then. Let's take a look at SquareOne, the board game console. Okay, let's speed it up.
Zema believe that board and video games are compatible. SquareOne is a board game console featuring the first ever combination of these two worlds to please any player of any age. Cards, figures, and dice become game controllers.
That's cool.
To play a card, simply
Rather
place
than
it on
just
the
a
edge of the
screen where you
console,
do
which
everything.
will directly recognize it. The same goes for your pawns, whose movements are closely monitored by the SquareOne. The connected dice track takes care of counting the points, and the large touchscreen guides you through the game.
Is that Gloomhaven? So personally, I'm liking this more than the tablet that is just a...
Through your store account on the console,
tablet.
You can buy and download
Tablet
a variety
table.
of games, each of which contains an intuitive environment to guide you through the game.
This one actually interacts with free pieces.
With SquareOne, we offer people a unique experience with a new way of playing both on new and classic games. And of course, you can play remotely with your favorite gaming partners wherever they are.
Wow. $600. Let's see what we get for that. No, I
Save
know
the
why.
game and resume
Didn't
it
get that
later
much
without
funding.
having to remember where your pawns were. You will no longer lose your progress.
That's cool. Saving it, although that's to be expected. All right, cool. Damn, $600. 605. Okay. Well, it did fund, but so first of all, you have to have pieces that interact with this. So therefore, are the games that you play only for this, or can you play other games that you own? But then you'd need to buy the pieces, upgrade the pieces to these pieces that I can actually interact with the screen. Let's see here. Game partners, okay. Play with real objects. I mean, one of the games they were playing in the video they showed looked like Gloomhaven, so can you play Gloomhaven on it? If so, then you'd be able to play other games. Features for gamers. It's easy, yes. Start a game, save it. Okay. Let's see. They're not really showing, like, what you're getting out of the package, you know? They're not showing a lot of images of the console itself. Okay, there's some video. Looks pretty nice. Looks a little bulky. If you're going to compare it to tablets, you know, looks a lot bulkier, which, you know, I don't care. It's going to be sitting on your table anyway. Okay, so finally here we have it inside the box. And this is an early bird, guys. That's $605. It's one of the early birds. I don't know if any other early birds ended. Nope. Early bird, and there's 7 backers. I don't know. It says early edition. I guess it's just early because it's a Kickstarter. That's what they mean. Early Square Dice Edition. Dice Edition. Okay. Again, I haven't really looked into this on my own. That's why I'm spending the time now. Hence, trying to save my time as well as yours. Although I don't know if this is saving you much time now. So I gotta hurry up. But okay, so they have some pieces that do come with it and cards that can actually interact with the screen. Okay, so it's gonna be limited. Are the games designed by the people that made this? Did they get collaborations with other people to make the games for it? Cthulhu Wars, is on there. Yeah, I can dig this. Save some space, you know, on your table. Maybe, I don't know. You can't really save space. I mean, a lot of the games I played, the boards take a lot of space. And that wouldn't work on here. You'd have to move the map around, and when you move it around, then you don't see it all at the same time, which, you know, could be a factor. Okay, now let's move back up and let's see what the introduction there says real quick. The gameplay experience, both interactive and providing you with a platform to have all your board games in one console. Yeah, I guess let's see how this works out. This is the future. Not this in particular, I believe, but this direction is the future, I do believe, with board games and technology. I think, you know, our classic tactile, am I using the right word here? Board games will be a forever thing, you know, made out of cardboard, or unless that becomes illegal sometime in the far future. But in incorporating technology is a big part of, I think, our board game future. Okay, so this pirate game, SeaRovers, it didn't do well. I thought it would do much better, but it's a historic pirate game of 1 to 4 players, 14 ages and up. It finally did fund at $37,000 out of 35. Let's take a look at, yeah, there's no video there. That's part of the issue. The game looks pretty nice, you know, it looks good. Everything looks good. It's got that more historic look to it than playful and cartoony. Top 10 upcoming game. Interesting. That's what Dice Tower says. Okay, and it's a $90 value, $75. So it's a $75 game that you're getting, and this is everything you're getting in this board layout. Nice. So do you get all this extra space to put your stuff on? If like, I like that idea if they make a board where you can fit in everything, your cards, and it's not too crazy big, because then you can just reorganize yourself. But if they do it to where, you know, especially solo gaming, you know, I have to organize things very specifically, usually for my customly, I'd say custom wise to myself. But if they can make a good extra board area where you can just place everything and make it look better, more thematic, I do like that. Let's see, double-sided, navigation, some cards, 164 cards. I'm trying to see, well, let's keep going. These wooden meeples of the ships. Okay. Cool, and markers, more tokens, and then coins, looks like. Silver and gold doubloons. Start player marker, hurricane. Ooh. And in the book, okay. Does that justify $75? That's tough to say. I mean, it looks pretty large. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it does. But is it an incredible deal? No. So if you're looking for investing or something like that to buy it and sell it right away, I don't think that'll be the game. Although if Dice Tower starts really pushing it later, it might, at least a little bit. So you might be able to sell it and, you know, get a little bit of profit. But I think most of you aren't looking for that unless you're running a store. And yeah, so not sure. It's if you could get a really good deal on it, I'd say go for it. Otherwise, yeah. I'd wait. I'd give it a little bit of wait. Okay, and that's 1 to 4 players. All right, moving onward. Ooh, okay. Triathlon series. This is a board game about triathlon, which is cool. It's a unique idea. Although I don't like the Kickstarter page too much because there's too much other stuff going on here. I just want to see the board game. What's all this? I have a short attention span specifically to Kickstarter pages. I don't want to put too much attention span on them because of time and to save a buck. So I specifically give a short attention span for Kickstarters, and so when I look at them, I want to see, or I have to see.
My name is
stand
Alex.
out faster.
I'm a non-professional triathlete. For quite a few years, I had trained like mad and managed to get pretty good results, but it had never been enough. I was paying a price, neglecting my family and my friends.
I hear
Most
that.
of all, I was abandoning myself. I felt the pressure like an ache. Passion or real life, adrenaline or quality time. And then I realized it was all about me changing. I needed to really care about every second of my life. Now I've reached balance. I've learned to notice and value the small things in life. I know that success is a state of mind. I'm on the right track, mindfully getting to my real achievements, like the joy of spending time with the people I love. I've found my strength, my joy, my pace. Now it's your turn. Find your inner tribe.
Alrighty. If that was a smaller portion of the video and there was more, I'd say cool. But this being the whole video for a board game, yeah, not the best choice. They're promoting it. It just looks like they're promoting triathlon related stuff more here than the board game itself here, which is the actual thing that this is all about. It's about the board game. Okay, I was just looking here. Maybe I missed something. I mean, there might be stuff here that support the triathlon or more things for enthusiasts. But other than that, you need to push the board game aspect. So anyway, how many players is it? 4? I'm not sure. I think if you're really into triathlon stuff, you'll be looking into this one anyhow. So yeah, if you are, check it out. It's kind of like that jiu-jitsu dice game. But that one focused on the dice game a lot more than jiu-jitsu as the sport and the martial arts. So either way, jiu-jitsu people are just going to flock to it. You don't need to push the jiu-jitsu side of it. It's already in the title, you know. Now push why you should get the board game. Okay, let's see here. Saloon Showdown. This game looks a little bit for younger ages, maybe 2 to 7 players. It's a lot of players. It looks a little bit like a party game. I think it is a party game. Ages 14 and up. I know there's a big gun token that you hold and all this. So let's see here. What does this say before you draw your guns? Apply the strategy. Okay, so draw a card. Check these points here. Then you draw the gun. Do you feel lucky? You are bluffing. So it's a bluffing kind of game. Let's see here. And this is ending in 47 hours, so you got some time if you're interested. If you're looking for a fun kind of party game, something aside from poker, and I think this even has poker in it, or aspects of poker in it. If you're a big fan of Western stuff, does this look cool? Definitely looks fun with, like, a lot of people, you know. Decent video. Pretty fun. So yeah, check it out. $17,000. It is funded. It has funded. It's not a long play. It's 15 to 30 minutes. So that's cool. Solo mode. And solo mode is in the stretch goal. So it will have a solo mode. Not sure how that'll work here. I don't care to pull a gun on something that's not there. Yeah. I think if you have a family, a lot of friends, sure. For me, probably not. Let's keep going. All right, Tales of Alethrion, 2 to 4 players. And let's take a look at this one. Let's see here. 47 hours to go.
And I've done 3.
Interesting.
Kickstarters before for Tales of Alethrion, an animated fantasy web series. This Kickstarter is for Tales of Alethrion.
So you've got a fan base,
but it's an adventure board game. In this board game, you play as the different heroes from Tales
based
of
off a web series.
And travel up to the X on a mysterious treasure map. You start out with one hero, and then you move that hero through different tiles where you have to play different points, experience points, and gold. And the most important thing, and your goal in the game, is to grow as strong as possible, because the game ends on the last tile where you hit the X on the treasure map, and each hero has to fight each other in a final battle, and the last hero standing wins the game. You can check out the rewards in the rewards section. There's a standard game, there's the full box set
2 to 4 players.
All of the stretch goals, which means more equipment cards, more spell cards, more miniatures, more hero cards, more curse cards, more tiles for the game board, and more. There's also an art book you can pledge for, so if you're into the universe of Tales of Alethrion, then that contains all of the artwork for the board game and for Daughter's Revenge. If you'd like to get your hands on a cool board game, consider backing this Kickstarter. You're gonna support some awesome artists and get a cool game. Thanks for stopping by.
It's $53, the cheapest pledge to get the game. But that pledge includes 2D miniatures. Okay. 2D miniatures physical, so it looks like standees. I don't know why they didn't say standees. Maybe trying to make it look different. Thank you drawing, so you get the thank you drawing in there. So they put in a little extra thing, well, with that drawing. But the standard would be, well, the game itself would be less than 53, so not sure how that'll look in once it releases. Let's see here. Standard box set. This is what you get for $53. So yes, you get standees or 2D miniatures. I wouldn't use the term 2D because they're not quite 2D, right? If they are standing. So, but we know it. But we get it, right? Let's see here. So we got cards, 16 cards, 5 map tiles. There's not that much that you get as far as physical stuff. 12 cards, 6 cards, 9 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 1 booklet, 5 map tiles. Yeah, that's not that much. As far as looking at it physically, that's not a lot of cards even. It's pretty light. And then the full box set with the actual miniatures. How much is that? That's $81. Yeah, this looks a little steep, if I'm going to be speaking honestly. It looks like it already has a fan base, since it's based off a web series. So they can do this and I guess be successful, but it does look a little steep for pricing. Now they did it. Yeah, 2 to 4 players. Check it out, especially if you're a fan of the web series, Tales of Alethrion. All right, this has ended. It hasn't ended. It got canceled. This is Viscera, tabletop game. Let's skim through just real quick to see what we missed out on, or what we missed. Well, not missed.
Thank you, brave adventurers, for joining us
may
in our
relaunch.
amazing and safe village. But only the ice count is damaged. Place the monster in your trophy pile for victory points at the end of the game.
Looks like an
Replace the
introductory
cards in the shop and the monster lineup
dungeon
in the
crawler.
end phase. Watch out, as players can also play cards on your turn that may add.
There we have it. They'll probably relaunch and we'll see it back then, I'm sure. Okay, let's close it out. And next one. Ending in 49 hours. Oh, this is just one of those things I was curious about. It's unreleased toy of the 80s. I don't know if it's official. Looks like it. And I was just wondering if it gets funded and what it actually is. And it's just a simple toy with, I think, goo, the last MABA. MABA to have. What does MABA stand for? 80s metal. Okay. That's what they looked like. I love these kind of old toys. They just don't make stuff like this anymore. I mean, kind of annoying stuff these days, to be honest. All these eggs and things that just suck your money. I mean, toys always sucked money in, right? But at least you got something. You got something in return you were happy with. But nowadays, they really... Oh, goodness. Just do things to pull that money. So anyway, this didn't fund. It wasn't even close to it. $85 out of $2,000. We'll see if it relaunches. Who knows? So, just curiosity. All right, last one. Let's see real quick. Yep. Last one to talk about today. Maybe, as it still has a while to go. 68 hours to go. But since sometimes I skip a day, and I probably will now, unless I get over 15 views. If I get over 15 views on this, I'll make another video tomorrow. The Spirit of the Samurai, a dark, epic Metroidvania. Interesting. All right. Oh, so this is a video game. Right. All right, let's check out that video real quick. Again, this has a lot of time to go, so that's it for today as far as new stuff.
Sometimes.
Look at that. So, very attractive side scroller. Loving the lighting on the models. They don't look as realistic as they look like claymation models, which is a different kind of realistic sort of meta. I do like that. Oh wait, did he just change? I missed something cool there. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. Let's see. Okay, no, you just grabbed him. Okay. Drain them like a sponge.
I need your
Cool.
help, my friend.
Forest spirits.
Build me the samurai.
Nice. These are cinematics. Let's skip. guys can check it out if you're interested. It's not funded. It's not even close. Oh, that looks fun. There's a Kodami. And that kitten. Very attractive side scroller, but it's not even close to funding. So if you're interested, you know, make some noise about this one, especially if you're a content creator. But it is ending in 68 hours. It probably won't make it, so good luck to them. All right, that's it for today. Next time we'll be talking about Gods of Metal board game. Looking at that, it does have solo mode. So in the end, the one I was most psyched about is, well, this one looks decent too. SeaRovers, the pirate one. But for me, it would have to be this Aqua Garden game. So I'll be looking at reviews on this shortly here. Thank you for listening and watching. Until next time, keep playing your board games. I'll talk to you then. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by then as well. See ya.